Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutton. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pressure coming. He's got it on the move. And here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. I'm not sure what good that did. The completion's fine for the percentage and the stats, but the result's the same. Not enough for the first down. Punt team on the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. grabbed in the backfield. It's Jennings. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. It's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to the running game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. The handoff to Johnson. Turning it on.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Catch in the middle. It's Bowie. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The option look. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch,
and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. QB draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's into the open down the middle. And he will house it.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. It's an offense. We don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Perkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Completion a little short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Motion from the back. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. the line. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. You say, why not throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes you just need to give the punt team some space. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They try to get it outside on the left. Runs through the tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run the option. Breaks the tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowie. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Jennings. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Jennings. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Go straight ahead. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's some pressure. And And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Finds us back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Sends it back in motion. Give to the fullback. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll give it to Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the ground with the counter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. On the option. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Goes to the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Gets the back moving on the option. Now the pitch. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Run it with the fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. What a disappointment. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. Looking for the end zone. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll send the back in motion. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll ride his man on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. On the option, he'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Galloway. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35. And 1st down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sutton. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Power football with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. That last completion sets him up on second down. Snags it over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Gonna take a shot. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll go to the fullback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The give to the fullback. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the extra point is good. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And some room to work. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutton. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the air on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Sutton. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
First down for the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. With the clock running, this should be the final play.